Hello everyone. So my name's Keely if you're new to the channel. If you're not new, welcome back. So today, as you can see from the title, we are building the Bushwell Plaza, aka the iCarly apartment where Carly and Spencer live. So I had this idea, and I know other people have done this in The Sims before, and I thought about just building the apartment, but I thought, you know what? Let's just build the whole building. So obviously, there's some limitations here. I could have done this as a penthouse. Maybe that would have been a good idea. But then the building is not going to look like the actual Bushwell Plaza because if it's a penthouse, then obviously the rest of the building is going to be dependent on what's already built in the game. So I decided to just build the best of it to my abilities. And obviously, there's a limitation on how many levels you can have. So, this is as good as it's gonna get, at least from my skills and my abilities. So this one took me a really long time. This video encompasses the whole thing, the whole build, the entire interior design, exterior design, the whole shebang. So this is on the gallery, what is it, the Kashpa Gallery, like the art gallery lot in City Living. I needed a really big um, space, but I also wanted a lot like in the city, so this was my best bet. So that's why I chose this one um, for the location of the apartment. So I looked up lots of reference photos to try to see how I wanted this to turn out and all of that jazz. So, the next couple minutes are me trying to figure out what color blue I should do the outside. But yeah, so if you're new here, like I said, my name's Keely, and I typically build and post new speed build videos every Saturday, and I have new Let's Play videos that come up every Sunday. So thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. And so you may have noticed, or maybe you haven't, some of you guys maybe found my channel through shorts. I don't really normally post shorts. I'm more of a long form person. But I did actually make a short of making the characters from iCarly in The Sims. So this is on purpose. So I had already actually built this build before I even posted that video of making them. This is a 40-minute video, so I hadn't had time to go back and actually record audio or me building the video. So I decided to build the characters and post that first. So you may know where this is going, you may not. So the idea that I had was I wanted to do a let's play and I wanted to make up some rules, kind of like a challenge that you could play too if you wanted. So that's where I was kind of going with this. So I built the building first as somewhere they could live, and then eventually I built the characters. So there should be a video coming in the next couple of weeks that's going to be my iCarly Let's Play. I know I currently have my Growing Together Let's Play going on, and I will start posting the iCarly one probably on a different day. I'm not sure which day yet, but I already have some videos pre-recorded, and let me tell you, they were pretty fun to make. So I definitely had fun with all the different characters and everything like that. And the rules are, gradually changing as I've been playing it. So I think at this point I have about 4 episodes recorded already because it was just so fun to play. And definitely some rules that I made at the beginning of it, I think I'm going to end up changing because it was just too repetitive. So you'll know what I mean once the video comes out, and I'll be posting the updated rules in the description of all of the videos for the Let's Plays in case you also want to play along. So as I play test through it with you guys and see which rules and which like skills to max and um, aspirations to complete, whatever I feel was, worth it or less redundant or any of the above. I'll keep you updated in case you want to play too. But yeah, so that was kind of the thought process of building this. And here we are putting up some traffic lights. I wanted to have like a city area in front. So that's why I put the road and I pushed the building back a little bit. Plus the lot was kind of big. So I wanted to do a little bit more with the space. So yeah, and oh, excuse me, in game, you can also, turn those lights to make them look like an actual traffic light, which I actually do in the Let's Play. So you'll see that in a little bit if you're interested in watching an iCarly Let's Play. That will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So super fun. I had a great time with it. But anyways, now that we're building more of the outside, looking for some more details, like a clock or something to put on the outside. Um, I guess I ended up deciding on that one from Vintage Glamour. Looking for some more details to kind of figure out what I was going to do with the front of the building. So yeah, this took me a really long time. Like this is sped up so fast. Um, but it took me a really long time to build this from start to finish. So I was gonna do it in multiple parts, but I thought I'll just do it in one part. So here's the one part. Get your popcorn, get your snack, get some gum, and enjoy. But yeah, so we're already 5 minutes in. I didn't tell you the joke of the day. So the joke of the day. So what is a cat's least favorite subject? I'm running out of jokes, guys. So feel free to comment your own jokes below. But yeah, so what's a cat's least favorite subject? I'll tell you that at the end of the video, so stick around and you'll find that out. So here I am adding some more kind of details to the top of the building, and just a couple more things to kind of make it feel like an apartment complex and everything like that. I painstakingly went through a bunch of the different detail items and like lighting pieces to try to see what I could do to make it the most realistic. So I tried. Excuse me if you hear the trash truck outside. Apparently today's trash day. So, yesterday was the construction. Today's the trash. It's just a whole celebration apparently where I'm living. It's just a whole everybody wants to come stop by and make lots of noise outside. But it is what it is. All right, so I looked up a lot of reference photos, of course, for the inside as well. Tried to make the lobby and Lubert's apartment and the actual apartment that they live in. And I took some creative liberties to kind of move things to different floors because obviously the building is only so big. Um, but yeah, so here we go, making the lobby. I had all this space in the back and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. Um, if I was just going to leave it blank or what my plans were at that moment. Yeah, I must have been looking at some reference photos there. Um, yeah, I kept moving these stairs over because I needed somewhere to have like a bathroom. So I was gonna maybe do it over there, but then I thought, I don't know. So I have a lot of extra space compared to what like this show depicts. So here we are trying to make the front desk. So a little bit of deliberation with that. Yeah, so as I'm kind of flushing out the bottom floor here by the front desk and then later Lupert's office, I ended up putting a bathroom back there that's not actually there. We don't know where that room goes in the actual show, so I thought that was a good spot to have like the bathrooms for the first floor, and I think I end up putting like a little sitting space over there and like the mailboxes and stuff like that. Um, since that was extra space. Same thing for like up front. We kind of only see things from this angle right here when we're looking at the stairs with that orange wall. We don't really see the other parts of the lobby as much in many episodes, so I added a couple things in there to kind of take up the space. Otherwise, it was just kind of a waste of space and a kind of a just emptiness. So I tried to fill that in with some stuff. As per usual, once this video goes live, you will be able to download the iCarly apartment for yourself right off of the gallery. All you gotta do is search up Keely Cat 4. And I think I named it the iCarly apartment too, so you could probably search that too. But yeah, so all you gotta do is look up Keely Cat 4 and either searching it to find my profile or look up the hashtag. All my most recent builds, I have my name as the hashtag so you can easily find a bunch of my new builds. So yeah, so feel free to look in there, download this if you want to do the iCarly challenge that I made up for yourself, or if you just want to download the build or you want to download the characters. To download the characters, you might have to go in and allow the custom content, like it'll block out custom content because I have CC eyelashes on them and CC eyes. But other than that, there's no CC that's going to dramatically change the appearance of the characters. I don't have any like clothing or like big details. So yeah, if you want to download the iCarly crew themselves, they will also be linked on there. You just have to click that box to allow for custom content. Um, but yeah, so here's a little sitting room I was talking about into the bathrooms. Yeah, so hopefully you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. It's starting off good. I had the sniffles yesterday, those allergies going wild. So very happy to have a nice big sleep and now I'm feeling better. Because that's no fun when you can't really sniff. Or you're just sniffing all the time and it's just like, ugh, just no fun. But yeah, so hopefully you're having a good day. Maybe you have some plans, maybe you don't. My schedule's pretty clear today, other than going for a run. So yeah, probably, you know, go on out for a run later, do something small. Do you guys like to run? I like to run. Put in the comments below. Do you like to run? Do you have any other activities that you like to do? Do you like to go outside? I like the outside, but the outside doesn't like me. So I recorded that dollhouse video yesterday. So obviously, as of the time this goes up, this will go up like a week later than the dollhouse video, but I recorded it yesterday. And I think I was talking about how like I'm literally allergic to everything. It's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So it's like I like to be outside, to go for runs, or it's just so relaxing. I like to see the wildlife. I like to see the squirrels. I like to see all the little critters. But the outside just does not like me. Like I think I was mentioning that like I'm allergic to every type of tree, like grasses, horses. Good thing I don't like horses. Like I only rode a horse like twice, and it was like this field trip we had to go on in like kindergarten or the first grade. They would take us to this farm and you got to ride like a miniature pony. And I remember I rode the same pony both times. The pony's name was Ice Cream. Why I remember this, I don't know. But I remember I rode that horse only 2 times. It's the only 2 times I've ever interacted with a horse. And that was like a really long time ago. Like I don't know if I like got too close with a horse now. Like would I go into anaphylactic shock? Like I don't have an EpiPen. I mean that would be kind of important to know, right? I don't know. I just know I have a really bad horse allergy, so I don't mess with the horses. But beyond my slight horse situation, this is Lubert's office. So I tried to look up some pictures. I know that the Lubert's office is featured in like 1 or 2 episodes. Um, with a brief search and then a couple more searches, I really wasn't able to find a lot. So I just kind of went off of memory and then just also ideas of what I thought his office would look like. With the extra space up front, I ended up making a laundromat. So in my Let's Play, I am going to play with laundry, which I think is a fun idea. And it's going to be a lot because this house is huge. So I'm probably going to be using teleport a lot to get them down here um, to use the actual laundromat. I wasn't sure what to put up front. I thought since it's a big apartment building, that would be something good to have in. So yeah, so we'll be playing with laundry in the Let's Play, just adding in a lot of little towels and little clutter items that would kind of, fit what we're looking for here. Just kind of stacking in all my towels and, making it feel like a nice little laundromat. Put in that rocking chair there. The Sims love to sit in that rocking chair. I think it was James or someone else, James Turner or someone else that mentioned that like if you have a rocking chair in close proximity, like the sim will always go to try to sit in the rocking chair, which is something I figured out. And I mentioned in my growing together let's play because every single time that anybody in the Pierce family would go to get something from the kitchen, they would always walk down to the basement where like the grandma's bedroom was, and she had a freaking rocking chair in the bedroom. And so it's like every single time, like the kid wanted to eat breakfast or somebody else wanted to eat breakfast, there they are sitting in the rocking chair. And it would take them like forever to eat anything because you have to walk down the stairs, walk to the room, sit in the rocking chair. They're like enjoying their best life, sitting in the rocking chair. And I'm like, you could have just sat at the kitchen or the living room or like any of the other places. You didn't have to go down the stairs. So but anyways, I digress. So we're basically done the first floor now, so we're on to the second floor. So I knew that the first thing I wanted to start with was probably the elevator. Whew, excuse me. So I want to start with the elevator and then the apartment itself. So there's the entryway to the actual apartment. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with that other space out there, but I knew that that was a task for later me because this took many hours to build. So there is our elevator, and I want to have the elevated platform for the stairs to go up to the next level. And I know that in the show, technically Spencer's bedroom is off to the right there where I had that platform. Like that's theoretically where his bedroom is supposed to be. But that would make this like quote unquote first floor or like the first part of their apartment so long. Like I'm running out of lot space. So I ended up just making that corner the downstairs bathroom instead. because I didn't really have the space for that. So bear with me. That's what I ended up making it into. Was just the bathroom, which also would have been over there, and then I took creative liberties on the next floor um, to put Spencer's bedroom there. Since we don't really know what's on the upstairs part, we just know that the top level of the apartment is the actual iCarly studio. We don't really know what the second level is, so I imagine that that would be where Carly's room is and Spencer's room, since I don't have space to put Spencer's room over there. But yeah, so I did kind of like a weird, like open kind of bathroom there to kind of keep with the hallway that's supposed to be there, but I just didn't really have space for it. So now it's kind of starting to take shape. We got our staircase in, looking for the, couch that's going to be the iconic little couch there. Um, Looking through a lot of different colors of what I wanted to use. And I thought about using one of these, but then I decided against it, and I ended up deciding on that green couch right there, putting in some more details to kind of make the space, feel at home. So yeah, looking for our lamps. Got some bills and everything. Got some more little details. We got our flooring. It's really starting to take shape now. So I wanted to put in the corner there, yeah, some like paintings and stuff. Since, Spencer is a artist and he likes to paint and put a lot of stuff together. So I wanted that to be like a little corner where some of his stuff could go. Um, And I ended up putting more stuff elsewhere too, but I wanted a little corner there on that first floor since I wasn't really sure what to do with that like alcove, since um, I just wanted to have some details that kind of fit in with the ideas of the apartment. I think that like when did iCarly come out? Like 05, 07, something like that. I don't know. I remember watching it as a kid, and at this point, I think I've probably seen every episode. Like, I think iCarly's what, on Netflix right now? And I think I looked through to see like if there were any episodes I hadn't seen. And I think I went through all of the like descriptions and I was like, no, I've seen that one. No, I've seen that one. And I was like, I think this is like one of the only shows that I've seen like every single episode of it from start to finish completely. Um, but yeah, because they would play reruns, all the time on TV and stuff like that. But it was always kind of goofy, kind of silly. And to think about it too is like back when the show came out, computers were obviously around and it was a thing, but like thinking about a web show and like the idea of like YouTube was very new. Like at the beginning of the show, I think YouTube was just kind of coming out, and the idea of having a web show and talking to people and being famous on the internet was kind of a newer idea, at least in my opinion. Granted, I was a kid, so I can't say that I was, real in with all the details, but I mean, it really was a pretty cool show that essentially, there are a lot of people that live that kind of iCarly lifestyle now that, make content on the internet and, have a plethora of different ways to do that, through long form content on YouTube, short form on TikTok, and places like that. That show kind of, I don't want to say predicted because, some of that stuff was starting to come out, but it was just very interesting to have a show like that kind of grow up with the internet with that time and like as people my age, kind of growing up with technology and things like that, to see how it kind of, you know, blossomed and has become what it is now. So honestly, I think it was a pretty cool kid show, a pretty cool idea, if you think about it. At least in my opinion, it was always really goofy and, something that could make you smile. So now we're going over into the kitchen area. So we've got our iconic little computer there on the island, and I sized up, you probably saw, I was busy going on my little talk. You can see it in the over there in the right. I sized up one of the kids' robot toys to have the bottle little guy that Spencer made. I don't want to keep yawning. Oh, excuse me. I promise I got enough sleep this time. Not sure why I keep yawning. But yeah, I made the kitchen pretty big. It was kind of those areas that just kind of got stretched. There was some extra space over there. So um, we got our kitchen starting to take shape. But yeah, I ended up using one of those robots sized up really big over there on the bottom floor and putting in some clutter items and things like that. What I should have put in is a teapot thing to use for my iCarly challenge that I did for my videos. But I didn't do that because I soon realized after doing this is right now I only have one elevator on the lot, and the game only allows you to have one elevator per lot. Which is unfortunate because obviously there's two elevators in the apartment. So even if they're not functional, I just wanted a second elevator upstairs for the idea of the aesthetic of it. And the game just was not happy with me. So I ended up, you'll see later, I had to make a room to kind of like trick the game into letting me have multiple elevators on the lot. And so then when I tried to start doing the Let's Play, the game got very mad at me because I because I had two elevators in the lot, so I couldn't go into Create a Sim and leave without like editing anything, without removing the elevator, which then meant that I could only do that by like evicting the household and like replacing the lot. It was like a whole headache. So, um, yeah, something I realized in the Let's Play was that Spencer's bed doesn't work. So if you decide to stop by and watch the Let's Play, Spencer's bed doesn't work, unfortunately, but I can't go in or not Create a Sim, I can't go into build mode and edit it because if I do, it'll make me get rid of the elevator and then yeah, so basically I can't edit anything on the lot, which is unfortunate. So yeah, that sucks. But yeah, so poor Spencer, you'll see if you watch the Let's Play, he just ends up sleeping on a lot of different couches. So there's a couch in the room I'm gonna build for him. There's a couch like you saw in the laundry room. So yeah, if you stop by for the Let's Play, Spencer's gonna be sleeping on a lot of couches because frankly, yeah, that's all he's got. So the bed is just for show. It's just for looks only, apparently. I don't know why it didn't work. I ended up putting Carly's bed on a platform too, which you'll see in several minutes. So I don't really know why his bed doesn't work. But you know, if I try to troubleshoot it, the game's gonna make me get rid of the elevator, and I don't really feel like evicting my household again. So we're just gonna roll with it. Spencer's been doing all right with his couch living, so we're just gonna keep rolling with it. So here's the hallway. I would have loved to have done Freddy's apartment in The Sims, but frankly, there just wasn't enough space. So I ended up making this a gym area for you to download off the gallery. In the actual Let's Play, I ended up editing this space and getting rid of the gym because obviously in the real show only Carly and Spencer live here. So when I built the apartment, I only built space for Carly and Spencer's bedrooms, which are ridiculously large, and there's no space to build another bedroom. But obviously, if I want Sam and Freddie to live here too, or be a part of the Let's Play where I can control them, they need to have a bed. They need to be in the actual household. So in the actual Let's Play, once I had to evict them for the whole elevator drama, anyways, I went in and changed out that gym there and I made it into both Sam and Freddie's bedroom and I just separated it off, decorated it as they would assume that they would like, and called it a day on that. So if you download it off the gallery, it's probably the one with the gym, but the one in my Let's Play I think is the one with the two bedrooms. I'm not sure if I saved over it, so I think it's the one with the gym. But yeah, theoretically you could always go in and edit it to make Sam and Freddie's bedrooms too if you wanted to play the challenge. So now we're up on the next floor, and this is the floor where Carly's bedroom is assumed to be, but we don't really know based on some things I looked on like Wikipedia and like different like fandom websites to try to see what the floor plan was of the apartment. So here I am adding the platform to where Carly's bed is. I used the new bedroom from I Got a Hot Room. I think that's the episode that it's called. But yeah, so basically I ended up basing her bedroom off of that episode. So that's the inspiration for that. And like I said, I took some creative liberties and I put Spencer's room next door since I didn't have space on the previous floor for that. But yeah, so here's Carly's bedroom. I ended up changing up the platform a little bit. Like I said, I added a platform on her bed and I ended up adding a platform for Spencer's bed too. And I don't really know why her bed works, but his bed doesn't. Um, I'm not really certain. So the world will never know until I decide that I want to mess around with getting rid of the elevator, which I don't really want to do. So I used the pastel pop kit mainly to decorate Carly's room because I thought that it kind of fit with the aesthetic with the I got a hot room and the kind of like fun teenage girl like pop super fun kind of idea in the pinks and the purples and things like that and the bright colors. So that's why I went with that. And I had a lot of fun decorating her room. It was super fun. Um, And I added in a lot of stuff since her room is huge. So I added in a lot of extra details, ones that are visible in the game and ones that aren't, just to kind of use up the space. So we've got her little platform. I ended up putting her desk up here. I know in the actual house, or in the apartment, it's like by the closet, but I ended up just putting it up there. And I did build the closet, which was also a bunch of fun to build. Um, so yeah, I ended up putting some of this stuff over here. Got the cool little chandelier. I imagine that could be our gummy bear chandelier, the one that won't catch on fire. But yeah, so putting in all our little things here, we got that adorable little mirror from high school years and just a lot of fun little clutter items to kind of make it her own space. We've got this beautiful bookshelf, looking for just some different art pieces I thought that would kind of exemplify that. I did lots of searching, as you can see, for different clutter items that I wanted to use that would fit on the shelves. All right, so as I keep doing that, I was looking for some rugs and stuff because she has like a little sitting space over there. I wish, obviously, that the ice cream chair was real in The Sims 4 and I could use an ice cream chair, but it doesn't exist. So, you're gonna have to bear with me on that. Um, so these are the different furniture items I came up with instead, and I was able to find like some little beanbag chairs and stuff to kind of match in with that. So a fun game, like I mentioned, almost all my builds, a fun game to play if you're new here, you may not know about this, but if you've watched one of my videos before, I tend to use the little llama from Dream Home Decorator in about every build that I build at least once. So if you're ever watching the video and you want a fun challenge, the idea is to watch the video and find the one or all of the times that I place the tiny little llama from Dream Home Decorator. So he comes in lots of colors, he comes in like that greenish color, the pink, the wood tones. There's like a yellow, I think, and like another blue, if I'm thinking correctly. But yeah, so feel free to look for him. He's already been placed. The real question is, did you notice? So feel free to go back and continue watching to see if you can find where I placed the llama. Fun little game for you. So I kept making the apartment smaller as time went on because I just didn't need all of the extra space. So here's where I ran into the elevator problem. I thought that I could try to cheat it with BB Move Objects or with testing cheats on to let me use the elevator, but that didn't work either. So I had to do some research on how to make the elevator, like I said before. So having to make it into a room to kind of cheat the game into thinking I only had one elevator when really I had two. Um, but yeah, so that's what all this is right now. Me trying to figure out how to get around that obstacle. So making sure that the outside of the building still kind of looks okay since I've made all these changes to the inside, shrinking in size and things like that. So here we go. So that open space I left there is going to be her closet, which we're probably going to get to in a second. But yeah, this is like the dream bedroom, like a dream teen bedroom. So she's got her own bathroom, ensuite, and now we're getting into the closet. So I placed a lot of items in this closet, and when I reloaded the game, for some reason it deleted a bunch of my clutter items, which is very sad, but there's still some there. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But I normally don't build like super expansive closets like this, so it was kind of fun to try to use all of the like snap point furniture items from like Dream Home Decorator and from high school years to kind of make them all kind of snap on and come together to make like a whole closet setup. I was gonna use that as the entrance, but I think I ended up deciding against it. Yeah. So here we go, adding a bunch of different clothing items, little LED lights, and just everything you think that would be in like a teenage girl's like dream closet. Tried to go really over the top with this because why not? Got some fun pictures, and then we'll be getting into the clutter items soon. I just kind of was going through everything that was kind of like pink and purple to see what would match and what wouldn't, and what I liked and what I didn't like with the setup of the room. So like, yeah, I just kind of made this up. I put in like a little locker space and just some like clutter stuff to kind of fill up the space since I wasn't really sure what to put over there. Got lots of fun little colored bins and lights, and I thought, oh, maybe Spencer made her some of these cool fun paintings that she has in her room. And so here we go with more of our clutter items. Really went all out in this in this closet. I think we're almost done decorating the closet. So at this point, we have Spencer's bedroom left, the actual studio, and then I ended up putting in a bathroom, as you can see, next to Carly's room. For some reason, I like using the little doors that have the bathroom icon on them. I'm not really sure why I always do that, but sometimes I do that just for fun. Um, for some reason, instead of using a normal door, which is kind of silly because obviously in a house you don't have a door that has like a bathroom icon on it. That's more of like a like what you call it, a like community lot or something like that, like when you go to like the gym or something. So I put these RGB lights in to give it some more brightness over there in the corner. Just putting in the final touches, and now we're kind of doing the common space up here between Carly and Spencer's bedrooms. Just some fun little decor items, like a little sitting space. I think I ended up putting like a teeny little like couch or something in there. Yeah, just something small. All right, so now we're on to Spencer's. Just kidding, no, we're not. We still have to do Carly's bathroom. All right, so yeah, so I did kind of like a fancy bathroom for Carly, of course. And I didn't think this over. I had to go back and fix this later. I didn't give Spencer a bathroom initially connected to his bedroom. And this is the only bathroom on the floor. So that wasn't the best idea, looking back on it now. So I don't know if I do that in this actual video or not, but when I went back and, like I said, I added Carly and Sam's bedrooms for the Let's Play, I ended up taking the little, like, really long, well, we'll see here in a second. I ended up putting a balcony too. I guess I could have made that a bedroom or a bathroom, but I ended up making it a balcony. Um, but yeah, so you can see that little like teeny room that I didn't furnish or anything like that over in the corner on the left. I ended up making that just like a basic toilet and a shower for Spencer. Obviously, not the best setup for a bathroom, but just something minimal so that he wouldn't always have to go in Carly's room or go to a different floor to use the bathroom. Something I didn't really think through because obviously in the actual show, his room is supposed to be on the previous floor next to that bathroom, but there just wasn't enough space. So, not sure what I'm looking for here. Oh, fire extinguisher. Perfect. Yeah, no, we know Spencer likes to catch everything on fire, so I had to do a lot of fire extinguishers, even though they're decorative. So here's the platform I added for his bedroom. I looked up a picture of what his bedroom looked like on like a Wikipedia page, and I'm not really sure why the bed doesn't work. Like I said, because the stairs are there, and I guess maybe I shouldn't have put the bed next to the wall. Maybe I should have moved it over more. But for some reason, he can't get to it. I have yet to figure that out. And like I said, I can't troubleshoot it unless I get rid of the elevators. So I think it's just going to be what it's going to be. So if you download this house and you figure out why no one can sleep in that bed, let me know in the comments because if I decide to fix it, I would love to know what's wrong with it. But yeah, so keep me updated if you can figure it out. I really liked that somebody, I think it was the second or third episode. I think it was the third episode, maybe the second episode. I don't know. One of the episodes of my Pierce family Let's Play for Growing Together. For some reason, Mariana, the mother in the family, would not go to work. So if you've seen that video, you know my frustration with why she wouldn't go to work. Like I wanted her as a secret agent or something, and she just wouldn't go to work. Like it would come to the time she was supposed to go to work, and I'd click the button, and like normally they queue it up and they go, but she just wouldn't leave. And so I thought maybe it was the job, so I did the age old quit the job, rejoin the job. That didn't work. I had to wait multiple days then because it doesn't let you start the job on the same day. It makes you wait a day. Um, and I was just puzzled. And so I thought, okay, maybe it's the job that's glitched out. So I had her join a different job. So like her memories page is just like, became a secret agent, quit the secret agent career, became a secret agent, quit the secret agent career, became a business, started the business career, quit the business career. It was just a mess. Um, so somebody commented thankfully and was like, maybe try taking her to a different lot, which is what I ended up doing in the video anyways. That's what I ended up figuring out. And so it's so helpful to have comments like that. In case I hadn't done that, I could have always done that in the next part. So always helpful when you guys leave a comment, even if it's just one person, if it's something I didn't think of. So if you can figure out why you think that bed doesn't work, let me know. I'd love to know. Maybe it's the light. I don't know. So now to the studio, which was arguably one of the more fun parts of the build. Well, I mean, it was all fun, but like this was super fun, trying to figure out how I was going to make it look like the studio. So yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun with this. I didn't know that these lights break. Like I didn't know that those um neon lights could break because I remember in one of the episodes you'll see if you end up watching the iCarly Let's Play, one of them broke in Spencer's room and he was just like pissed off because like stuff was broken and I was like, I don't understand what's broken. And so later I went in and realized that it was the neon light and I was like, those break in The Sims? Like none of the other lights break. So I thought that was highly interesting because I didn't realize that those actually were something that you had to repair in case they broke. So here I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the car. Obviously, I liked this car better, but then there weren't any seats. So I ended up going and sizing up this kid's car instead, um, and adding that little space in there. So yeah, it's just a giant toy sized up. Because why not? So adding in some more chairs. I was gonna try like have it in an extension like of that, and I just ended up doing these little tables instead, where I just put the size up, but still smaller than the car itself on the side of it, which was kind of goofy. So yeah. So I added in the different levels of the studio, and obviously I know that there's something that's supposed to connect to the back right, but there's just not space, so we're gonna pretend, we know that that's supposed to be there, but it's not. Um, but yeah, so it was really starting to come together in the studio, and I had that extra space across from it, so I ended up making, as you'll see, like obviously they're gonna need a bathroom. So one of the things I included on this floor was a bathroom. Um, Looking for some more clutter items that would really kind of like fit what I was looking for. And then that didn't work right because then the platform was too low down. So I had to do some finagling with that to make it look right. Some more details on our little rugs up on the studio floor. There we go, trying to add in some flooring for it. Obviously, we're missing like a microphone or something, so I'm going to add that in a hot second. But honestly, I was pretty happy with how this turned out. I thought it was fairly realistic based on my mediocre to, subpar Sims 4 designing abilities. Again, those lights that I put up there, just like the traffic lights outside, you can go in and change the color of those to make them look like a traffic light. Um, but yeah, put in some video details, trying to get some more lighting going on. Yeah, I was super happy with how this turned out. Put the media production table in there. since in the Let's Play, that's one of the skills that I was originally going to have all of the characters except for Spencer max out, but it's kind of time consuming to have them all maxed out. So I think I'm just gonna have Carly and maybe Sam max those out. So here's a little like clutter space I ended up putting with some more painting details and just some clutter items, as like a little attic space. And then right over there in that empty room is where I'm gonna end up putting the bathroom for this floor. And then I put like a little window space with an art piece. So there's our bathroom. Alrighty, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the video. I didn't even realize. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the joke of the day. So what's a cat's least favorite subject? The answer was history. I know it's a subpar dad joke. Bear with me. But yeah, so that was our joke of the day. And as I finish up this build, I hope that you enjoyed it. I had a great time building it, and I hope that you stop by in a couple weeks to see the Let's Play because those were super fun too. Um, but yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested in watching the Let's Play. Like I said, this video, once it goes live, this build will be available on the gallery for download in case you want to do the challenge yourself once I post the rules. Once I go through and do the actual Let's Play, they'll be in the description of those videos. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.